Well, my mom works as a nurse, and that kind of influenced it a little bit. And also, I know that nurses make a lot of money, so I'm like, that's obviously a factor as well. Because I mean, I want to live too, you know.
Of course.
I have some in my pockets, but yeah. But also, I think the main part is I used to play sports, and I still train. I train like MMA, and I have lift weights as well. And just training those sports and like lifting, they kind of opened my mind to like, or opened this world of like the human
mind to a lot of stuff in this world.
Yeah, just how the human body works, how to like better it, how to recover well, and yeah, the human body just is interesting to me.
It is. It is, because what you said, you know, I told you before that I read something about anatomy today, right? Which is pretty much this branch of biology that deals with the structure of how human part works.
Yeah.
The same way how you know, cars, the way they work, because cars have different parts,
right,
different components, but every component has to be in line for your car to run.
Everything has to be in shape.
Exactly. So it's the same way our body, and our body have one particular thing in common. I don't know what they call it. As soon as something is not going right within your system, say one part, it's not going right, say somebody eats you or you eat your leg under, you will feel it in your head. You understand? So that part of human being is very, very special and all that. But nothing. So why your college?
Your college because I wanted something close to where I live, but also the price was also a factor. Like money was the issue. Yeah, York is relatively cheaper compared to other colleges. Yeah, so yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons.
Same reason why I came to York as well.
Yeah, money.
I'm from, and number one, I would say cheaper. Second one, I'm looking for something closer because I'm from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I found it a little bit harsh. The cold was much for me. So now I'm thinking, okay, if I had to go to school, number one, I was working, so I was looking for a school that is going to be very close to where I work, and at the same time, close to my house.
Yeah.
So York was a perfect fit for me because I was working at GFK.
Oh, you were working while you were in college?
Yeah. I was working at GFK, and I live around maybe Basely, South Ozone Park. So York was like, pretty much I could, from my house, come to school, from school, go to work, then from work, come back home. And I did a couple of other schools, before I start. I went to like Queens College, I went to Mega Evans, and which one? I think I went to King's College too, but I don't really like 2 years college. What's your thought about 2 years college? Like,
I feel like if it aligns with your goals and your career plans, why not? It's not an issue. I don't want to be in college for too long either. I want to be here for like 4 years. Maybe more if I like it. I don't know. Maybe I end up liking it, but I doubt that. So I'll probably just stay here for 4 years, and
you're gonna like things. Yeah. So what's your experience so far? Freshman, right?
Yeah, freshman.
You finish your first year or
like
just starting?
No, this is my.
This is your first.
Yeah,
oh my God!
freshman.
I thought you was already in. Oh God! No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just had the orientation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's. Wow. Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You sure you're ready?
I think I am. It's time to grow up. I don't want to just stay stuck.
What's your GPA like in high school? Don't tell me the exact GPA, but just give
like
me
around like 3.5.
3.5. That's good.
So,
that's A, right?
Yeah, but I'd love to get the higher for college because college is different. Like this is not free. You're paying for it, so you kind of have to like work for it now, right?
Did you get any scholarship offers?
No. Well, there was this one school, NYIT. They offered scholarship, but they offered 23 grand, but But
I know what you're gonna say. What
right,
you say.
that 23 yen is nothing compared to how much it is in total.
Exactly.
It was almost like 60
It's more or
grand.
less like a discount.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't know, and I don't know why they call it scholarship.
Right. It sounds like a good thing, but
Yeah.
it's still a lot of money regardless. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I was, I had that little experience too. Like, I think the tuition was about maybe 15. I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna give me the full ride. Because that's what in my own thinking, anything scholarship, I'm always thinking it's full ride. And they say, the scholarship is only 5,000. Then I have to come up with $10,000.
Right. It's a lot.
From my own pocket. Just I'm like, no, man, that's not my own definition of scholarship.
Right.
Wow. So how was the orientation for you? Like,
It was pretty good. They showed us around. The actual orientation part, like the beginning part, was kind of boring. There was a lot of talk, but after that, they had us in like breakout sessions where we were just in a group of people just talking, and I liked that. That was fun. And I met somebody, so now I know somebody, right? So when I come in, I won't be like super lonely.
Of course. You're gonna meet a lot of people in this college. And to be honest with you, this college, York, I think is one of the, if it's not number one, I would say probably the second most diverse.
Diverse, yeah, definitely.
College.
I noticed that. I was looking around, I'm seeing people from everywhere.
Yep.
But then again, we're in New York, so you can't kind of get used to it.
Even though we're in New York, still York College is one of the most diverse. I could count. Did you see the flags?
Around
So
it?
those are the people that come to York.
Yeah, that's a lot.
A lot of Africans, Asian, Jamaican, just and, a lot of them, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So where do you finish high school?
Sorry?
Your high school? What's the name of your high school?
Forest Hills High School.
Forest Hills High School.
That's where I went.
Wow.
It
Trust me, you're gonna love your college.
York? I hope so. I think I'll love it too.
Yeah.
But one advice they gave me, like the current student, is like, if you're new to college, the best time to make friends is like the beginning, like the first 4 months. The first 4 weeks. Because the first 4 weeks, there's no groups yet, so there's no cliques. Like you can still kind of form your own at that point. But after that, it's gonna be challenging because now they're in different groups. It's kind of hard to get in there, and
Yeah, kind of. But to me, I feel like first year, first semester, you're gonna meet a lot of people.
I hope so.
The best bet is just you have to know who and who you want to be your friend. Because some people, the party type, some they're just here for studies and all that. But I will advise you to,
I kind of want both.
exactly. Just cut across.
Yeah.
Don't just say, okay, I have to, because they do have groups, like African.
Club?
The club-like stuff like that. So they have, York is very, very good with that. Very, 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 very good. And one thing I would advise you, your college or Gibro, just ace that.
Algebra?
Yeah, ace that one. That's easy to pass.
It's easy?
Very easy.
I hope
Bio is easy. What else? It's easy. Bio, history. Just make sure you're on the, what's it called, the dean's list for the first semester, second semester, overall. And I'm thinking by your second year, you'll be going towards nursing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, no, that's my third year, I think.
Third year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the first 2 years are prerequisites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
And York, they've been known for one of the best nursing schools around this area. Nursing and physician assistance programs. I think York have the best in this. Let me say I don't want to say in the all 5 boroughs, but I would say probably in Queens and Brooklyn and Bronx. York is probably number 1 or number 2.
Yeah. They say it's very competitive to get into New York.
To get in?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still debating whether or not I want to stay here for like the last 2 years of college. Because Because it's either this or Stony Brook.
Stony Brook.
Yeah, so I'm still kind of debating that.
Stony Brook is a good school.
That's what I heard.
Pretty good. Because I actually have a friend. He did his maybe first 3 years in York. So he transferred to Stony Brook to do physician assistance. And as a matter of fact, I met him in the library today. He's working now, but he just came around to do 1 or 2, studies and all that. Yeah. So you live around this area, right?
I live near Forest Park, if you know what that is.
So how does it feel living in New York, man?
I lived in New York for 3 years now.
3 years?
Well, I don't even want to count 2020. I was just in the house, basically. So I'm going to say 3 years.
3 years. Where was you, where do you live before?
Before this?
Yeah.
I lived in Kentucky.
Oh.
For 2 years.
Wow.
So a lot of moving.
That's a good place, man.
Kentucky, I loved it.
Yeah.
Whenever I grow up and I don't know, live by myself now, I would love to move
You
to a
live by
place.
yourself?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying whenever.
Okay.
Whenever I want to live by myself, I want to live in a place like Kentucky, because New York is too much. It's too much for me.
But some people like it though, because it's fun.
I got spoiled because once you experience that whole province type vibe where it's just super quiet, nice, peaceful.
Peaceful, yeah.
It was to me, that was a place where I'm wow, this is nice. I like it.
Even with the kind of person you are, merely looking at you facially, that kind of area will be very, very good for you.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, so how's it been since you've been to New York? The difference between New York and Kentucky?
The difference isn't that gigantic because in Kentucky I lived in downtown.
Oh.
So it was diverse. It's basically New York, just smaller. But I also lived for 6 months in a countryside Kentucky where there's one gas station and you need a car because there's no public transit.
You need a gas station.
You know the movies, right?
I live in Oklahoma. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
I used to live in Texas too. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's boring. It's too boring.
It's so funny. While I was living in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Every time I drive, you could drive 10, 20 minutes without lights.
Mm-hmm.
And that always reminds me of, Chuck Norris movie with the truck.
Right.
Just driving. So when you say a movie, something like movie, I was like, so you understand that vibes, it's a feeling. But New York, when I first came, because I came here around, probably a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Right? I came in, all of a sudden I just started getting agitated because, too much going on. I had to calm myself down. I was like, relax. I used to live there before.
Yeah.
And between 2 days after, I'm like, okay, I can still, manage myself till, before my 2 weeks vacation is over and all that. Mm-hmm. New York is crazy though. It is.
It is. It's fun, but it's all.
In what sense?
Because there's a lot to do.
Like what?
There's a lot of restaurants to try. There's a lot of attractions every year, every season. It changes. Right? There's a food market. There's a Queen's Night food market during the summer. During Halloween season, there's some spooky stuff going on in Manhattan.
You're right.
So there's a lot of things to do. It's fun in that sense.
You're right.
Yeah.
And plus, the subways everywhere, city buses everywhere.
Oh, I hate subway.
Kentucky, you have to drive.
Right.
But you live in downtown, do they have a city buses?
They had city buses, but it's not as streamlined as in the road, where every street basically the bus.
Wow.
So it's basically you did need a car, but it wasn't difficult to drive there. It was super open. Probably the best places to learn how to drive.
I know. I was about to say that. I was like, why didn't you? But whatever. Anytime you're ready to do it. You still have friends in Kentucky or?
Yeah. That's actually where I met my best friends for sure. I'm hoping to make friends here.
Definitely. New York is a nice place to make friends, man.
I hate quarantine so much. It stopped so much progress and socializing,
No, I didn't want to go there, but since you mention it now, how was the quarantine life for you, man?
It was,
stay at home, what do you do?
It was terrible. I hated it. I was in this was 2020, right? online where in
Yeah.
China they were just falling on the ground because they had
Yeah,
no.
I don't know where they get that video from. Sometimes I see go, I'm like, are these real? But you know, like literally, I don't know if it's in Japan. We see people working, then all of a sudden they'll just fall down and die. I'm like,
Yeah, and then when I saw that, I was like, no, dude, this is serious. I gotta stay home. So for the whole year, I was just staying at home. And I didn't realize how, at first I was like, oh, that's fun. I don't gotta go to school. What?
Yeah.
It's easy to cheat in classes online. But no, like it's not worth it.
It's not.
It just feels so.
Yeah.
It's just not good for your mental health. Right. I just felt my mood was always terrible.
Really?
Yeah, because I couldn't see people. I didn't even see people. I was like, I don't know.
Wow. It was 2020 it's one of the years that we always, you know, people always remember, you know, let me say for good, but it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Terrible.
It was pretty bad.
It was terrible. And one thing that really made me not like it is, you know, everywhere you see or you hear the siren, the ambulances, and every time I see that or hear that, I always think, oh, maybe somebody's dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that feeling, man.
Right,
I don't like that.
Strange. It's strange.
So coming to 2021,